Hey, it's Colleen with Rope and Resellers, and I'm here for a weekly sales update of what I sold for the week of April 22nd through the 28th. I'm a little late. Sorry about that. 2019. Okay, 13 things sold. So let's get right into it. Dull tile. It was a bullnose corner ceramic 2x2 trim piece. I picked these up at Habitat for Humanity in their thrift store. They were free. They were just getting rid of stuff. 4 of them have sold, so all of them have sold. And they all sold for $5.99 each. This just is just one. I collected $9.21. Didn't cost me anything. $1.41 in eBay and PayPal fees, $3.22 for shipping. Total profit on that, $4.58, and it took 2 months to sell. Here is a gem. It's a razor. It was a travel razor, so it was actually quite small. I probably should have put something next to it so you could see how small it was. Anyway, it sold for $9.29. I had stuff 7% off for a little while in my store. $12.25 is what I collected. Spent $1 on this at a garage sale, and my total profit on that, $6.51. It took 10 months to sell. Here's a bunch of vintage pins from the Shriners. I didn't really know much about it. I looked them up a few. It seemed as though these were just regional pins, not a lot of value in there. So someone offered me $25. I took it. I collected $28.88. I spent about $1 on this. I bought a big bag of these pins, including this little heart-shaped pillow where all the pins were, for like $3 or something. But I'm breaking them up into lots. Anyway, my total profit on that was $20.87, and it took 4 months to sell. Ralph Lauren sheets. I picked these up because I was actually going to use them, and then I saw how much they were worth and decided that I didn't really need new sheets that badly. So I sold these for $49.28. I collected $62.08. I did spend $12, but I did intend on keeping them because $12 is a screaming deal for a sheet set. $7.78 is what I paid in fees, $9.70 shipping, so my total profit was $32.60, and it took a month to sell. Ibex, this is a great brand to look for. They sell outdoor clothing, high quality outdoor clothing, and this sold for $32.54. I collected $36.42. Spent $1 on this at a local thrift store on their specials on Saturday, and my total profit on that was $26.84. And it took 2 weeks to sell. This is a plate that came out of my husband's family's estate. It was a 1939 World's Fair souvenir plate with George Washington on it. I didn't even think it had that much value, but it sold for $23.24. I collected $36.34. I didn't spend anything on it, and my total profit on that was $19.95, and it took 4 months to sell. So sometimes I sell breakables. It's not super fun to package them, but if the profit's there, it's worth it. Lanny, California. This is just a simple little summer dress. There's the brand name. This was probably not worth it in hindsight, but $9.29, and it was free shipping, and I spent $1 on this from the consignment store. Total profit on this was $2.91, and it took 1.5 years. So at some point, you gotta cut your losses and just donate stuff, right? Prussian cavalry sword. This came out of my father's estate. This one was pretty cool. So if you look at this picture, that bird is up, and in this one it's down. So you could fold the grip or the guard down. I guess that was for traveling, so you wouldn't catch it on stuff. I'm not really sure. I don't know a lot. But it did have some condition issues, had a lot of rust, and the paint was missing from the scabbard. Someone offered me $140, and I took it. So I collected $161. I didn't spend anything on this, and my total profit was $120.89. It only took a month to sell. Here is a John Deere metal wall hanging. I just got this out of a random lot from the auction house close to me that just does consignment auction stuff. $13.94 is what it sold for, and it was free shipping. So I spent about $1.10 on it. And total profit on that, $7.37. It took 2 months to sell. Men's, okay, this is a fun story. Men's 14 karat gold ring. Pretty cool, right? And it went for good money. I found this in a tin that I got from the same auction I got the John Deere stuff. And there was a bunch of sewing stuff in there. There was all kinds of crazy stuff in this box. And obviously they were just clearing out an estate and throwing stuff in there, but they didn't bother to check anything. So in this tin, this fruitcake tin, with all the thread and buttons and random stuff, were 2 rings. This ring, and then I have another women's ring that's also, I think that one's 18 karat gold, but it's missing a stone. So anyway, I was pretty psyched because I really didn't pay hardly anything for that tin. I want to say everything in that auction, I think I got it for $7.50, and it's just the gift that keeps giving. So anyway, this was a great one. I actually took a best offer on this, 125, and collected 128.36. I spent maybe $1. I mean, there's buttons in there that I've already listed out of there, and some vintage sewing stuff, and the tin itself. So, you know, I'm not complaining. 15.77 in fees though, so I thought that was kind of interesting. And 284 in shipping. I put insurance on it as well. But my total profit was 108.75. Not bad for finding gold, literally, inside a tin. Okay, these are Via Spiga. I don't know anything about this brand. I think they're from Italy. And yeah, I got them out of the consignment store bag. They did have some condition issues, which I noted, and they sold for, someone offered me $14, so I took it. 24.23 is what I collected. Spent $1 on it, and total profit $12.68. It took 3 months to sell. Sheffield Silver Company water pitcher. I've had this forever. This actually came out of my booth lot. I bought it ages ago. It did have a little dent in it, and I disclosed that. But anyway, it sold for $14.99. I collected $28.09. Spent about $2.50 on this at a thrift store, and total profit $11.98. It took 4 months to sell. Last thing were these wall sconces. These also came out of that bin with the tin with the everything else. That was a good auction for me because there was just lots of bits and bobs. It was kind of the dollar lot. I hate to say that I buy those things, but I end up like sorting it in the back of my car, and before I even come home, 3/4 of the stuff goes right back to the thrift store. So I don't bring any of the stuff that I know won't hold, doesn't have value. Anyway, these are kind of cool. They were metal sconces that you just hang on your wall, and I sold them for $27. Someone offered me, originally they offered me 25, but came back at 30. I did have this on sale, I think, as well, and I just took the offer because like I said, I need the money. So 40.10 is what I collected. I spent about $1 on this in that lot. 21.26, and it took a month to sell. Looking at the numbers, 489.56 is what everything sold for. I collected 590.50. 22.60 is what I paid for everything. So there's 13 items. The biggest thing being those sheets. 74.08 is what I paid in fees. 96.63 in shipping for a total profit. 397.19, way better than last week. That was because of the sword and the ring, though. Those were key to my success this week. Merch by Amazon. I sold 4 shirts and a pop socket for $21.68. It's slowing way down. And so my total e-commerce adventure total is $418.87. Okay, so a good week. Two reasons why: the ring and the sword. But that's okay. I'm trying to list as many of the swords from my dad's estate as I possibly can. One of the reasons why I'm late is that we've been working on some stuff for preparation for our family to move. So I've been bogged down with lots of phone calls and emails and trying to coordinate some stuff. So I just didn't have time to get out the video until this week. So I apologize for that. But all things considered, it's going pretty well for me. I'm being really proactive and just listing every single day and trying to get my numbers back up and trying to prove that I can make money doing this, because I'm probably going to have to go back and get a real job if we move to California. And I am trying to prove that it is possible to make good money doing this, but honestly I don't think it's going to be enough because that place is stupid expensive. But it's okay. My kids are older and it'll be fine, and it's going to help out the family, so that's cool. I'm not going to stop doing eBay. I'll just do it part-time because I still love it so much. And then when we get enough money to get ahead a little bit, maybe I can go back to working eBay full-time. We'll see. Anyway, seller update came out this week. I didn't see anything that's going to really affect me. Good till canceled, but a lot of the stuff we already knew, and you guys have probably already looked it over, so it's kind of old news at this point. And yeah, I don't really have anything else. Just go out there and find some stuff. I'm super excited. Tomorrow I'm going to a Pickers estate sale. They're not organizing it. They were overwhelmed, and they had such a short amount of time that they decided every once in a while they'll do an estate sale like this where they'll just let those of us who are diggers and pickers go in and just fill up boxes of stuff that we want, and then we kind of pay by the box, and it's really awesome. It's an awesome opportunity to get a lot of good stuff for a pretty reasonable price. So I'm pretty psyched. I'm going to be leaving pretty early in the morning to get over there because it's about an hour and a half away, but oh man, I can't wait to show you guys what I get. With that, I hope you guys are finding good estate sales, going to auctions, and hopefully you guys can think outside the box, maybe put an ad up on Craigslist and say that you collect ephemera or, you know, records or whatever it is, and then people will try to sell you their collection. And that's a good way to get inventory as well. That's what I'm going to try when I move to California, because I think their thrift stores are ridiculous and they don't have garage sales where I'm moving to. So anyway, with that, go out, find good stuff, list like a fiend, make some money, and have a good week.